What is up, my guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a brand new set of wheels for the truck. That's right, another set of wheels. I told you guys I have a bit of a wheel problem. You guys might have gotten a little bit of a hint on the last video if you watched it. If not, go check it out right here on the top. But we are gonna go ahead and remove the Eagle 203s on the truck. They are not for sale. Please don't ask me about them. I love that wheel. It's just that they're looking a little bit dull. They need to be brought back to life a little bit. Make them shiny, polish them up and everything. So now it's gonna be a great time to take this off and just rock a new set of wheels. So some of the highlights with this new set of wheels that I just wanna kind of go over real briefly. First of all, I'm not gonna be able to link you guys to them. These are an old set of JDM wheels. I'm sure there are similar wheels out there for sale, but I'm just telling you, like the ones where I bought this ones from, there's not a way for you to buy another set like them. But there are plenty of JDM wheels out there, plenty of three-piece wheels out there that you can get for your truck. I mainly looked on eBay for them, and that's where I found this set. It's a little iffy with there trying to buy in there, but this one's looked to be a great price. They were already kind of recently rebuilt and everything, so it made sense for me. Now, as far as the wheels goes, you heard me say it, they are three-piece wheels. They are work wheels. I don't know the exact name. I've been going back and forth with my buddy trying to figure it out. It could be Deerfields, it could be something else. So if you recognize the model, let me know down in the comments. When they got rebuilt, they got scraped up and everything to get clean on the inside of the barrels and everything. And we have just small hints of the tag that comes from work, but nothing else. There's really no other one. They're very hard to tell what it was. I know they are work wheels for sure. They're stamped in the bag, made in Japan and everything. I just don't know what specific type it is. And then also the specs are a little bit iffy. It looks like we have a bit of a stagger setup. The rear definitely has a bigger lip than the front does. The offset, I'm not 100% sure what it is. It could be a 0%, it could be a -6, could be a -10. It's somewhere in there. The guys that I bought them from didn't fully know exactly everything, all details about them, but outside of that though, I'm super happy with them. I think they look great, and I'm going to show you guys here. The other thing you guys got to know also about JDM wheels, if anything, is that most of the time finding center caps for them is pretty much impossible. Most of them didn't come with them. If they did come with them, these are wheels that came out of probably from the 90s or 2000s. A lot of those center caps might have gotten scraped. Most of the times when I find wheels online that are all like this, unless the center cap is a part of the wheel, chances are you're not gonna get it with it. So keep that in mind if you guys are looking for some out there. Outside of that though, I went ahead and got some push-through style that are universal, that I think they're gonna work well with these wheels, because I just rather have something in there than an empty hole and I'm just seeing the ugly center of my calipers or center of the drum or anything like that. I just like having something in there. For those purists out there that might be all about, man, you gotta keep it original and all of this, I don't care. You guys can do you, I'm gonna do me, and I think this is gonna work well with the way we're gonna have this set up. So I'll show you guys here in a bit what I'm talking about. But yeah, let's get to work and removing the old ones. All right, guys, and real briefly, I wanna show you what we have currently in the truck. This is my Eagle alloy wheels. They are not going anywhere. If anything, this is gonna be a great time for me to take them off, give them a nice polish, bring that shine back to these wheels, because I love these wheels. They look awesome on the truck, but they are getting a little bit dull, so they do definitely need a little bit of TLC. And now I'm gonna show you the new wheels. Drum roll, please. These are some work wheels. Now the name of the wheel, I've been going back and forth with my buddy. We're trying to figure out the exact name of it. I don't know. They could be Deerfields. They could be AMP, says on the back, so I think they're AMP something, but they're definitely work wheels. I just don't know the exact name because they scrubbed up the tags a little bit when they were trying to clean them and rebuild them, which is one of the unfortunate things. Also, if you look here closely and you are a three-piece wheel connoisseur, then you'll notice that the bolts might look a little funky, maybe a little bit weird. They are definitely not the type of bolts that you usually see on three-piece wheels, but at least they are consistent all throughout all of the wheels, so I'm glad about that. They also work fine. They hold their face in place fine, no problems, no issues. So I wasn't too concerned about that. I can always redo the bolts at a later time if I want to. The faces got repainted black, and there are some small chips here and there, mainly on the center of the wheel, which is not a big deal. But yeah, I'm very happy, very excited with this. I think they're gonna look awesome on the truck. I'm usually not a fan of black wheels, but I'm definitely making an exception for this because I think they look great. But let me show you on the back. If we go here towards the back, and it's a little dark here, so I apologize. But here we have everything. Like I said, they scrubbed all of that. You can kind of see the tags here. You can kind of make up some details out of it, but again, I am not 100% sure on all of it. So we are a little bit lost as far as the exact specs. I know there's 16x8s. The offset, that's the one I don't know. There might be 0, there might be -5, there might be +5. There's gonna be somewhere in there. So we are a little bit blind on the offset. I think the ad said there were 0 offset, but they have no way of confirming for sure. So outside of that though, they look great, and I think they're gonna look great on the truck. Now, center caps, any JDM center cap is usually super crazy expensive. Most of the wheels I've seen for sale never include the center caps. There's very few sets that come with the center caps. And yeah, we're just gonna have to figure out something for that. I hate having the hole there, so I don't wanna do that. I don't wanna leave it just empty like that. I know some people run it like that, but I'm gonna add something in place. I have this style push-through center cap. They fit perfect. They're black. They should match that. And even though it's not the correct one for the wheels, I really don't care. I'd rather have something that protects the inside and also doesn't have that hole just hanging there. Because again, I'm not a big fan of that. So very excited with this. We're gonna put the center cap in there, which fits perfect on the wheel. We're also gonna have some hub rigs here that fit behind the center cap. You gotta keep that in mind. So that way we have a super hub-centric wheel. We're not having any issues with that. But yeah, look at that, man. I think it's gonna look good, especially with the red. And it's gonna look pretty much like our little truck did over there. So a little foreshadowing for those that saw my video. If you didn't, haha, joke's on you.
Inside my own world of make-believe, kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me.
So there you have it, guys. Hopefully you guys like the wheels. I think they look awesome on the truck. They came out great. They do stick out a little bit more, especially on the back, because they seem to have a lower offset of those. There's also a bit of a step lip on them. So if we look closely here, I can show you guys here. We have basically a lip and then a step down a little bit here, and then the end of it, which is a little bit deeper. This is a little bit wider gap here that it is compared to the front. If we look over here at the front, we do have the step lip anyways, but this gap is a little bit smaller. But regardless of that, I think they look awesome on the truck. So super happy again with them. I think the next thing we're gonna do is we're probably gonna add some fender flares to the truck, make it all tied together with the chrome here on the side, and I think that's gonna look great. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Hopefully you guys like them, and hopefully we'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.
I love everything. Fire spread.